official scrimmage we are gonna have of the Reddit Dota 2 League. Today we have SwaggerFiend versus Special Quoperations. Can we vote now on who the best logo goes to? Because I love both of them.
SwaggerFiend. Easily.
I like Quops better, but we'll go with you.
Just look at that fedora, though.
Yeah, but I guess I do like it better because, I don't know, Special Cooperations has, like, the Doctor Who, where's my mommy gas mask thing going on. Like, he's got it going on.
Just like, very...
Okay, let's talk about these bans. They're normal, and that's a rage ban on the Viper because everybody hates Viper.
Yeah. I hate Viper a lot.
I mean, I hate Viper in general. He's just kind of
The worst thing for anybody is getting slowed by that Viper ult and not having a BKB. Because it will murder you in 2 seconds.
I'm pretty sure both teams are happy that Viper got banned.
Yeah, and same with the Elder Titan and the Weaver and the Lich. And we see the Bane come out, so dual lanes with Mirana, possibility, and then the aggressive tri-lane. You don't really know much after a first pick, though. It looks like both teams are using one stand-in. We have Arc.
That was a very fast second pick.
That was it. That shows that they really want to go with the direction, as we see the drooling Benething. Is that a word? It's not a word. Visage.
SwaggerFiend's gonna be going for a fast finish push picks because Visage and Benyamean are both some crazy pushers.
Yeah, but the Visage can go late game with the Aghanims, so, you know.
It's true.
And the Venomancer always has Aghanims and has that potential to turn into this semi-carry type thing, especially with the new model where you can just look cool. I'm in love.
What? Centaur pick?
Centaur Warrunner just came out. I love it.
One of the first Centaur Warrunners I've seen in any of these matches.
That is the first Centaur Warrunner I've seen, and that's probably a testament to how much I have been watching. I guess I haven't watched enough lately because that's not a normal pick in my opinion. And you see the Naga ban come out, so we have one boring hero out of the pool. That's always a good thing. And this game looks like it's going to be quick and it's going to be fun.
Siren.
Yeah, no fun Siren. And then the Naix comes out, so another annoying pick gone. We'll see where they go from here. I just can't stop staring at that fedora. And he also has a gold chain around his neck, if you look closely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see their flags, because it will be beautiful. And we see the OD ban coming out, so this is great because 3 no fun heroes have been banned right now. And then we have the Centaur Warrunner, who is obviously the most fun hero in the game because he roars and things happen. And then Bane gives you nightmares.
I'd say 4 unfun heroes. You got Naga, OD, Elder Titan, and Viper all banned.
And then a fun hero gets banned out, so it's with the Storm Spirit. And a fun hero comes to the pool. So, confirming what you said about having a fast finish, maybe, the Clockwork comes out, and the Clockwork has potential to be more late game with the Chainmail.
Oh, and we have a Tiny. I don't see that very often in the meta.
I think they're going
pressing.
for like a disable team fight type thing.
Yeah, I don't see this Clockwork lasting that long in the cogs, because he's just gonna get ulted, because neither team has their carries. We're probably looking at something along the lines of like this anti-mage Spectre type thing. To back up this Tiny, because that could be a tri-lane, just with... Well, I don't know, I don't... Probably dual lanes coming up from Special Cooperations, and then the SwaggerFiend will probably have these tri-lanes, because the Clockwork, my bad, is a really nice, dire,
Oh, and now we see our hard carry come out.
Yeah.
For, SwaggerFiend.
I'm sure I will be right back.
I really like how they remodeled Venomancer to look less like a banana and more like a snake.
Yeah, and he looks meaner.
I mean, I
the
didn't know
red
he was
eyes.
supposed to be a snake in the first place, but...
And the fangs really stick out now. Like, you can just see like how they fit perfectly together. And then the gyrocopter, he just looks even more clueless than before, which is a tribute to
Yeah.
Havos getting 3 rapiers, just being clueless and not even giving a crap and still winning. Like, and no fun comes out,
You
so
called the anti-mage.
I did call it because I knew, like, you see these heroes and this is like fast, 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 and especially with this SwaggerFiend team, and the Tiny is a testament to this. The Special Quoperations wants this to kind of go late game, but they know they
I
can
can kind of
win early
see a
games.
Magnus. I could see a Magnus come out from Special Cooperations, just because they want to group them all together for Anti-Mage Cleave, Tiny Cleave, and Toss and Avalanche, and then Centaur Stun. Those are a lot of AoE attacks, and to pull it all together, I think they may use a Magnus.
Yeah, and then, you know, the Magnus, he's gonna have that anti-mage with the Battle Fury up for that cleave going around, and...
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
And also Mantis Style would also help with that.
But then again, if the Magnus comes in, you know, these team fights are gonna be fun, because with all this stuff that is coming in for Special Cooperations, you have to keep in reminder of the excellent initiations that the SwaggerFiend team has. But in my opinion, the Special Cooperations, if they can drag these team fights out, they might be able to win them, because of the fact that these SwaggerFiend is just burst. Like, they got the call down from the gyrocopter, the hook initiation from the clockwork, and then the ult from Benyamean with the gales and the wards coming out. So that is their durability in the team fight, along with that Visage. But, and we see Io being banned out here. Not as banned out as much, but still very...
The hipster kids these days are actually calling him Wisp, because that's his name before he was cool.
Okay, well, I'm still calling it Wind Ranger, so come at me. And Necrophos,
Okay.
I will... I like Necrolite so much less than Necrophos.
I like Necrolite much better.
No, no. And the irony pick coming out as Special Cooperations gets a Queen of Pain picked against them. So we should expect to see another mid hero coming out for the Special Cooperations as I go into an accent for no random reason.
And Magnus just might be that mid hero. They need a mid, they need to cluster them all together, and I'm positive a Magnus is going to be what they need.
You know, I can see it, but him getting that blink dagger up against this Queen of Pain is gonna be really, really hard, cause
that might be a little tricky. So they might gear more towards countering the Quop than having a better team fight.
I kind of hope to see this puck coming out, cause that can keep them in the area for almost a longer time than the Magnus could, but it's gonna have to be a bit harder to get them in and out.
The Tiny may be the only positioning they need just to toss them all together. I mean, the cooldown isn't high enough, but they could toss one or two together. The positioning would have to be perfect to get a Magnus level.
And
oh,
There's the puck.
that's the second hero I called. As I lag this out.
I shall say who is playing who on Special Cooperations. If you want to cover.
I will take the
Swag.
SwaggerFiend.
Okay.
I'll just sit here.
Yeah, you just sit there and don't be a loser.
And nod and sip your tea. For
That's my tea sipping.
we have Trektus on the Centaur Warrunner. We have Jay on the Tiny, Dim God on Anti-Mage, CCMR on the Bane, and Cyan Prince on the Puck.
And for the dire side, we have Locust on the Gyrocopter, Arc, the stand-in, on the Visage. We have that Jams going on the Queen of Pain in the mid, Venomancer being played by Zimty, and the safe lane, Clockwork, in a surprise, playing by Ragewalk. So let's look at these lanes real quick. And if you notice, it looks like we're going to have an aggressive tri-lane coming out for the dire side. I would expect this to be almost a defensive tri-lane, but the slows, there's 2 of them in that lane, so wow.
Yeah, they have 2 slows, a stun from Gyro, and a high damage ability from Gyro.
And we're gonna, this Arc of Manta, oh no, but Bane, if they rotate, Bane's gonna die. They don't see it though, they just go for the block with the
That is a lucky Bane.
warding guys, then the Bane is so lucky, and Wow, that could have been so easy.
Oh, they might see him coming.
They
through
might
the
see
river.
him with the
He's kinda
wards.
cut off.
The
Ooh,
wards should
did they
see him, but they don't know. Are they gonna react?
Yep.
The Visage
They
going
see
in.
him.
He hasn't even leveled up Grave Chill yet. I think they think he might have
Okay,
friends.
they
They're
have him
rotating around. This gyrocopter coming in around from the back. Grave Chill is
he
in
gets away,
range,
I'll be quite
and he doesn't
disappointed
even
in
use
them.
it. He just knows that that's gonna happen, and this is definitely gonna be
And
first
that's
blood.
the first blood.
And despite even
It's taken by
That
the
was
Benyamean.
Good play from Swag.
That was very beautiful on
and
the
with this, they
on the
have
part of SwaggerFiend.
the
So I feel like I'm just losing brain cells though every time I say SwaggerFiend. So
Yeah, me too.
Let's take a
That
look at
is
these
rotation
flags.
done right.
that
Nothing.
kids these days. Oh, anti-mage, be careful.
This anti-mage is
12
going to have a very nice time
What is that
farming with
build?
this tri-lane.
I'm sorry, but what is that build? 12 tangos?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think he kind of sensed the offensive tri-lane coming out to harass him and prevent his farm.
Get
So
a stout.
Get
Instead of 12
something other than
tangos.
12 tangos, please.
yeah, but
It's just
he might
it's
have good
unnecessary.
reasoning, but it's a bad action because see, look at how much damage he's already taking from that.
Get salves,
It's just
and if you're gonna do that, at least give the Bane 2 salves. Oh, and we see. Oh, never mind. I thought the
not much is going on in any of the other lands, honestly.
Bane was coming
Up
out.
top.
And let's take a
There's-
look
I
at
expect
this.
the Tiny
This
Sentinel
ice.
to be a lot more active.
The thing
Yeah.
They
that
have, let's see, let's total up their damage right now. So, yeah, they have enough to come very close to killing that clockwork if they just use all their nukes at once.
and I just saw
Clockwork
Gyrocopter
flaring
waste
for
his
last hits.
rocket flare. No, not Gyrocopter. Never mind. I was
Clockwork.
looking.
That
I
wasn't
was.
a waste of a rocket flare. Rocket flares are good for vision, but if you have wards, they're
My
better for
goodness.
securing last hits in an aggressive lane like that.
Oh, let's take a moment here
Special
to.
Quoperations, or no, that's Swag. Swag has an amazing career, I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, it's a bunny. Okay.
Oh,
Now we
that's
can
the
go back to
cutest
bottom.
thing
Yeah, okay.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, I was gonna point something out. Rocket Flare, Rocket Flare, and Rocket Barrage have the same exact icons except for like image stuff. If you didn't know that.
You're right, actually. They
The
took
amount
the
of farm
exact
this
image and
anti-mage
just
has is
modeled
just
or
pure
reduplicated it.
sadness. We're 2.5 minutes into the game and he's only got 3 last hits compared to the Radiant's
Oof.
12 last hits on the dual lane, on the long lane.
Take a look at the gold graph.
And
SwaggerFiend is up by 500 gold this
It-
early in the game. That's pretty severe.
actually not. It's just 10 last hits, so it's not really anything. I mean, this doesn't even mean anything.
10 last hits that anti-mage should have.
It is true that the fact that they're going to win these lanes outright and this mid battle will determine a lot. Right now we see the Queen of Pain pretty even with the puck, but the puck might have a bit of a problem in getting unlucky with that miss right there. We see a double damage in the top lane, and
Tiny is currently leading us in CS, followed by SwaggerFiend's hard carry Gyrocopter, and then their mid Quop actually.
and
So the top 3 in CS are all from SwaggerFiend.
despite the fact that this
So-
anti-mage is getting little to no farm, I feel like the Radiant side is having a better time in lanes just because of this top lane and the fact, even though it is less of a deficit to have the Clockwork have little farm than the anti-mage, this tiny carry will be better faster than the anti-mage would. So as the tiny carry goes through his really good mid-game, early game stage and transfers into his late game stage, the anti-mage will just be getting his farm.
And by the way, I'd like to point out that the anti-mage has already used 8 of his 12 tangos.
And went ahead and bought a stout shield.
Yeah, finally.
Finally.
Yeah, he should have bought a stout shield to begin with instead of some of those extra tangos.
And we see the Visage coming in even more harassed.
Yeah, that stout shield would have made those tangos a little more unnecessary.
Oh, we see a rotation from the Venomancer. He's going top. He's gonna not throw out a Gale. He didn't throw out the Gale. Pretty passive early game right now. But I think this Bane is gonna be really
Ooh.
happy because this.
that
Oh, I missed
stun
it.
combo was amazing.
That was beautiful.
And I'm guessing
was-
what just happened was a tiny
No.
throwing throwing, right?
Tiny through Centaur, Centaur stunned, and then use double.
And
now I kind of see why they put that lane together. That is
Yep.
perfect, that combo right there.
And-
Stun, toss. Because it's really hard to get a Centaur War Runner stun in position. From my experience anyway, I've dodged a lot of stomps just because the animation is so long. But if you put him mid-air whenever he does that, you can time it just right to where when you hit the ground, you'll stun. And that'll be a guaranteed kill with that kind of damage output.
And you know, I was really happy when I saw that when I saw the Viper ban, because that is a really underrated hero, and the fact that when the Viper ban comes out and you see a Tiny come in, Tiny is also a really underrated hero because so much health and so much tank just from the ult he gets, and once you get the attack speed up and a tree in your hand, trees, they hurt.
They do hurt. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
The gyrocopter picking up his phase boots there, so even more potential with the speed he gets from the rocket barrage kills. And looks like they might try and take a bit of a tower damage early, but not so much.
Haste.
And
Looks like everything's balanced out into 2 permanent dual lanes now.
yeah, I think
Oh,
Swag.
we have a Quap coming to gank top.
Oh, yep,
No
with the
looks
haste
of it.
rune. Let's see how this plays out. She's
Oh,
coming
this
in.
is
She's
gonna be
hot.
nice.
She's got about half that
Oh,
haste
they-
rune left, so if they're gonna do
Ward
something, they
spotted
need to do it soon.
Ward spotted her. and
The
there
ward
you
has
go.
spotted her out, but they're not being back enough, especially when she has her ult in that level 2 dagger, and they come back up feeling a bit
But
safe.
this-
The haste
To
rune's
two
running out,
tanks,
and she
like,
just
uh,
choosing to back for
two
now.
tanks
Yep,
like
she's gonna
Centaur and
teleport
Tiny, that
bottom.
ult isn't gonna do much.
And as this puck comes with the invis rune, we have both heroes at bottom in the middle lane. Oh!
Oh.
And the gyrocopter getting picked out, and the puck gets the kill, but the Queen of Pain ult comes out. Will they chase? They have the
And
Cyan Prince
misses.
right there. 2 levels into this. She has blink. She has dagger. He dodges the dagger with the
Sim
phase
is
shift.
doing really
He's
well.
gonna get out safe. And another kill coming for the Swagger, or not the SwaggerFiend, the goodness, I forgot their name.
That was special
SQ.
Quoperations.
Just say SQ.
Yes, Special Quoperations.
Midas on the Tiny already.
And yeah, this is a really good idea because plus 30 attack speed on a hero that you usually get like arcane boots, possibly phase boots even, and a bracer coming out for him too, is a really good idea because you know he's attacking at 1.18 from awfully slow, and once he gets that ult up, it's just gonna get faster and faster and faster. So see how this works out.
Looks like the anti-mage turned his stout into a poor man's shield, which is a good idea in some cases. I usually
More
prefer
damage
just
plus
keeping a
that
stout.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but the 6 agility, it does give you 1 bonus armor and 6 more attack speed and 6 more damage. But it's usually cheaper to just go straight into some items.
yeah, but when you're having that hard time last hitting and you really need like 6 extra damage, it can be a lot. And you see him getting his farm up now, like he's getting these last hits, and he's doing good under this tower even. Hopefully they'll be able to keep this Radiant Tower in the air, and you see Queen of Pain also coming down. It looks like they spotted it out. They're hiding in these trees. Anti-Mage at half health, and they put a Venom Ward down to see if they can spot them out. And she goes in there, she finds him,
Oh.
she daggers him, he has
What are you
Blink
doing?
Dagger, and he blinks further into the trees, but it looks like this Bane is still oh, he teleports out. Do they have the damage? No, they
Anti-mage
don't.
does have
They
ultimate,
both
so
get out alive,
you
both
could
picking
maybe
up their
kill that
ultimates at
Quap
the
if
same
he has
time.
support coming in.
No, Quap's mana is
Radiant
not long
structures are
enough. Even if
fortified.
Quap had empty mana, he wouldn't come near.
But it looks like they're gonna take this tower. At the
Oh,
same time, the Puck is
okay,
coming in. The
much
Puck does
lower
not have
mana,
Dream
it's
Coil.
not
What does he do?
Puck, what are you doing?
And
Oh,
Puck
Puck.
just feeds him a
Puck
kill
was-
unnecessarily as the Anti-Mage still hiding in the trees. He doesn't even feel safe enough to get out now. He finally gets out, but the Venom Ward's gonna spot him out. Looking like they're not gonna capitalize on that. This gyrocopter getting some more farm up now, and everybody on the team is now benefiting just
They're
from one
coming back
tower.
to
It
try and
changes
get
a lot.
anti-mage.
And let's look at this XP graph. More important than the gold graph right now because it can change. But 1,000 XP, that's about 2 levels for each team. And I saw the Visage picking up Arcane Boots, so that allows them to do even more with what they've got. but the disadvantage of taking down this tier 2 tower is the fact that this anti-mage, if he can keep his lane balanced, which he is right now, can farm up a bit more than he could before. So,
I'd just like to point out that the Tiny for SQ has over a 4,000 net worth.
and I really enjoy this build because most people are just gonna go boots, AC, Aghanims, and I commend him for going drums. It's movement speed, and it's even more attack speed.
Drums and minus.
Yeah.
I really like this skill build on
Oh, they
Tiny
throw him
where he's
across
not
the
leveling
trees.
his ult and
They get the
instead
stun off,
choosing
and
to
this is
level
gonna be
his
another
ult.
kill.
Oh my
And unless they can
goodness.
return it. Oh, and are they gonna
Oh
get the
my
clockwork? The
goodness.
clockwork, the perfect cogs with
Nope.
74 health.
Holy cow.
Holy moly.
That was a
Oh,
good play
and
from
we see the
Clockwork.
cooldown coming out, but it's gonna be dodged by the Centaur. The Centaur does not have ulti. Used it last late, I think.
Rocket Barrage is almost wasted.
Rocket Barrage is
Oh,
almost
but they
wasted.
get the gyro.
The Tiny throwing that out. Will he see him? He's gonna last hit a couple of
Oh, what is
times,
Centaur doing?
and it looks like the Centaur's gonna go down. And this creep,
Oh, creep. Nope.
and the creep's not gonna get him. And we also see this clockwork getting low, silenced. And the Tiny goes down, and the clockwork goes down, all from this. Oh, and he phase shifts, but just a bit late, and then he screws that up too.
And that fight has evened up the kill count.
So we see 3 down
with
from
both teams.
what 1 kill that they got on the Tide for Special Cooperations, and then the 1 kill on the Clockwork, who is having a hard enough time as is for Special Cooperations. And
Yeah,
meanwhile,
that was a bad
Anti-Mage.
fight on SQ.
Just keeps getting this
Anti-Mage
farm
just getting free farm at bottom.
up. He's got his boots, his wand.
That
Doing
wand.
pretty good.
He needs to get this Battle
He's
Fury up, though.
slowly catching up in last hits.
If he goes Vanguard, I'm immediately calling GG and I'm leaving.
He just completely ignored that last hit.
Let's watch Anti-Mage in his natural environment, last hitting. Notice how they rotated the Clockwork bottom, the thing I didn't understand from the start.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness, why?
Oh.
I am seriously confused by this anti-mage's skill build. Put 3 levels into Blink, 2 into Spell Shield, and 1 into Mana Break.
The mana break, I can kind of see just, that mana burn is really good. The blink for the escape, and the mana, or just
Yeah,
spell
but you
shield,
don't need
probably
an
because
extra-
of Venomancer and
Yeah, but you don't
Visage.
need an extra... Blink does not scale well early.
Uh-oh,
That's
uh-oh.
the
Anti-Mage,
last
he
skill
just
you want
blinked.
max.
Clockwork's gonna
Well,
cut him in,
he's
but he
probably not
has
gonna
the
pick up that
Blink
level 3
Dagger to
'cause
get
it's the
out.
exact same range.
Okay, the thing about
Yeah, but
Anti-Mage
you
is you
could-
only put
with
one level
that-
into Blink because that's all that's really necessary. And then,
Yeah,
for me, what I do is based on how my lane is going. If I'm winning my lane, I'm gonna go with Mana Break. But if I'm taking a lot of damage and I need it, I'm gonna pick up the Spell Shield.
yeah.
For some reason, Visage is hiding in the trees. Walbin was talking about that. There was a kill in top lane. So that happened. Oh, and another kill. Looking like it.
Ooh.
Yep, it's out. But there's going to be a return kill definitely on the Bane. For some
This-
reason, he just sits there and takes
This
it.
Tiny is just dominating the early game.
And the Tiny getting caught out. The entire Radiant team is after him. The call down just a little bit behind. And then the
Ooh, and that
Oh.
two-man
Centaur-
Dream Coil coming out with the
Oh.
that. And if he
Oh.
jumps in and he silences here, that's
That
going to
was
be big. But he
beautiful.
chooses not to. Probably a
was
good idea just to
beautiful.
get out. These
That
familiars just
was
beating him down. They're not going to stun him
Oh,
out.
That was really good.
Looking
Uh-oh.
like he's dead. Oh, but will the Queen of Pain die from the tower damage? Looks like
Ooh,
she's gonna get away.
Nope, she's gonna get out. She's getting out. She has a bottle and a wand. There's no way she'd die from that.
So we see the Gyrocopter with 61 last hits, Anti-Mage 57, Tiny 56, Puck 42. So Puck ended up beating out that middle lane, but if we look at the kills and the deaths, I'd say Queen of Pain just about won it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What you guys say?
Yeah, this game is very close so far. We only have one tower going the way of SwaggerFiend taking that, but
And
as far as gold goes, we're about 1,250 in SQ's favor, and XP 2,000 in the way of SQ.
And it's gonna be really interesting. This game could go on for hours, in my opinion. See, we have this Gyrocopter coming out who is great. But if this Anti-Mage gets really farmed, it's going to be hard for this Gyrocopter, because this Gyrocopter, he really spreads his damage out, and I'm hugging the air right now, because it's just, you've got that, flat cannon, and it just
Dire's bottom tower
it
is
takes
under
down everybody. But this anti-mage, he just jumps around and he kills everybody. So, in my opinion, I like having that 5-man, but you also have that one guy carry, especially with this tiny coming up, this BKB for this gyrocopter, which it looks like he's building towards now, unless that's an Aghanims, which it shouldn't be, is going to be hard. And we see familiars being taken down here,
You get spotted by the familiars.
and mini stun coming out. And let's take a moment here to recognize the fact that this Bane is only worth 815 gold in net worth right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We see Anti-Mage picking up the Claymore for his Battle Fury, already having the Perseverance. I find it interesting though, he waited a while to pick that up. He could have been like caught up in the jungle or something. He had that gold for a while, and if he was caught up in the jungle then he wouldn't have enough again.
And he's probably gotten his quick buy
He would
section.
have lost
now,
more
and
gold than
he's
necessary.
picking up a lot of teleports here. He's got 2.
One to go back to base if needed, and one to get away, I guess.
Okay, this is a really
Right.
good build from this
Or
Queen
go
of Pain.
back.
She's picking up the Oblivion staff here, and if I am not mistaken, which I'm checking now, unless this is a refresh. Oh, and we see the puck coming out with a double silence,
Ooh,
and so many
nice
heroes
team.
dying right here.
Clockwork's still not
And
dead.
what is it? Clockwork?
Clockwork did
Clockwork!
not die and gets the... Oh my goodness,
Oh
nobody's
my!
after Clockwork.
I don't even know what's happening right
I'm gonna-
now.
Oh,
So,
that Clockwork is so lucky. That puck literally turned her back, or his back, towards Clockwork. Didn't completely ignore Clockwork. That would have been the easiest kill of Puck's life.
I missed a lot of that team fight, but the fact that the Clockwork got alive surprises me, because if that's a team wipe, and that is huge. And especially since it looks like they're definitely probably going to get this tier 2 tower down. All I saw was Puck coming in with that Tiny. Was Tiny there?
Dire's middle tower
Looks
is
like Tiny
under
was there.
I'm not sure.
And the aggression of Special Quoperations now is shown in the fact that 3 of the 4 jump charges are now gone. So, 10 movement speed and 10 attack is huge, and the fact that they're using that to their advantage is great, because you see a lot of people just get drum and do nothing. And I don't understand this Bane, because he is now picking up more smoke, and I haven't seen him use smoke once.
Well, despite the trouble in lane, we still see a sub 20-minute Battle Fury from Anti-Mage.
Oh, is that coming out right now?
I saw... Yep, it's coming in the career.
And we see him
Somebody's cooking.
getting at this. Oh, and another kill, especially in the Queen of Pain, shows the... What word am I looking for?
Damage out? No.
The reliability of the Tiny Centaur combo, because when you can't even blink away, that's a problem. And delaying the probably Orchid, that is a silence that makes the Tiny or the Centaur being able to do nothing, or possibly, like, any heroes that get silenced here were great. Doom would be the end of this team. And we see a Blink Dagger being brought towards the Tiny after this Anti-Mage gets a salve, which he should not use now because he's about to get hit by a rocket. Yeah, Blink Dagger. And he comes in, so now he's going to be able to blink in on these if he wants to, and the Benyamean using the mech, and he still gets taken down, but the Puck wastes a one-man Dream Coil, and with the double damage rune, he's just going to be able to probably kill out the Visage, but as he kills out the Visage, the Bane dies right next to him, and he's going to be
That
able to
was
get out
really
with
a
this.
crucial Visage kill because he had max levels on his nuke.
Oh, and the familiars blocked the hook.
Ooh.
Things I did not realize were possible in Dota 2. And he's gonna get stuck on the cliff. No! He waits to the very edge, but the Familiar is probably gonna pull out his stun here. No, something's gotta happen here. Familiar stun,
Oh.
and he wastes it, but it's gone, and the Centaur's gotta get out of here. Quap probably not gonna be able to get him. She's got like a 6-second cooldown on this Blink Dagger. This is a Tiny who still has not picked up his ult. Now we saw somebody in our team match
Radiant's
to
top
do this
tower is
yesterday.
under attack.
People are not picking up Tiny's ult. They are waiting to do it. for reasons I do not understand.
It's
Well,
a
they're not
thing
playing
that the,
Tiny as a base damage
oh,
hero.
he
They're
just
playing
picks it up.
Tiny. They're playing Tiny as just like a hero with nukes and initiation, and they aren't relying on his base damage.
I think this
But
goes to
The
show.
reasoning that I heard behind it was that it would it takes away so much of his attack speed that they wait until they can get a Hyperstone before they do it.
That's
Because
also
a
another good
Hyperstone
point.
makes up for all the attack speed that you will lose when you max your ult.
Not all of it, but a good bit of it.
Yeah, 50 attack
Let
speed
me
loss
double
is a
check
lot.
you on that. Hyperstone plus 55 minus 50 on the ult. So.
And he picks up one level
You
of it
gain
here,
5.
and he's and we see the familiars getting cut out again. Will this be another 100 gold for this Bane? He really needs it.
Quop wants to restart her computer.
Nothing wrong against that. Oh, so it looks like this familiar
And
is
we
gonna
have
die
a
here.
pause.
So
Go
the
get your
pause
snacks,
comes
people.
out.
We're taking a short intermission, I guess.
I'm gonna go take a shower. Just
No, you're not.
kidding. Tactical pause.
Well, they kind of
What
need a
is-
tactical pause at this moment.
I'm pretty
But
sure I
yeah,
just did
that's what
something
it
illegal,
is.
and this familiar's gonna get caught out, so we're gonna take a chance and looks like
Okay, well, while we're paused, I'd like to point out that the anti-mage, who is struggling so much in lane, is now leading the way in last hits and denies at 132 at the 20-minute mark.
he is 900 in current net worth behind the Tiny, and you know how good this Tiny's doing. And wow, 20 minutes in, and we see the gold earned going up to 7,500, and that is huge. And looks like the experience is gonna peak around 10,000 here soon. This is looking dire for the Dire team.
Funny jokes from the penis.
Let's take a moment of silence for the amount of coolness that Dota 2 has, because I wanted to, and I am filling. Actually, let's look. This is the game break. We're gonna look at HUDs here. So we have the MLG Stronghold, shared by SQ Demigod, Locust, and one other. You can see it has a nice woodland design and has a stamp on it. It also has this feature of lion here, and then we have the Omen HUD,
I have one question.
shared by Ragewalk.
Centaur was saying that this was a tactical pause because they're about to kill Visage. But I don't get how them pausing it could have possibly saved Visage's life when she's mid-animation of getting double-edged. Or hit, whatever it is.
On that note,
Visage is a girl. Or
it was a joke. Ben, take a joke.
I'm sorry.
Send this man to Volvo. And then we have the Omen HUD, shared by Ragewalk. Futurative, wave-like design. Then we have the Portal HUD. Very disappointing HUD that's featuring the Companion Cube. And looks like more of a Portal 2 design aspect with leaves and foliage everywhere. Then we have the Dim Forest, shared by the Cyan Prince, one of my more favoritive HUDs, but it was ruined by the little man on the log next to the items and the skill levels, but saved by this little TV over here. Then we have the Genuine Valor HUD, shared by...
Log is a meepo.
Huh?
It's like a meepo. The little man on the log.
Looks like nothing like a meepo.
So the TV room. No,
Ben,
look, he's
Ben,
got
that's
the
a...
mining hat. He's got the...
Then we have the Genuine Valor HUD, shared by Trektus and the ever wonderful Lepidus. It is the best HUD in the game.
I'm sure.
Then we have the Frostivius HUD, shared by Ark, and it looks really good on Visage, but nothing else. And
Tusk.
we're gonna have a vote on stream right now, on what HUD we're gonna use, and the results are in, and the one voter, which was me, says Dim Forest.
Look how quickly those results came in.
Those results came in because there was one viewer, and it is me.
Is there really only one viewer?
Ben, I'm not streaming. You're an idiot.
Well then, I know you're not streaming. I'm wondering how many spectators there are.
Oh, I don't know how many spectators there are. They're probably laughing at me right now. They're like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
There's probably like 5, maybe, probably less than that actually.
Such spectators. Such wow. Let's go to Kurt in the office for a game break. Da-da-da, da-da-da. In recent reports, swag. Let's look at the items.
Recent reports, swag. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have jokes coming out. What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord?
Dendy. Watch it be Dendy.
Oh.
You actually typed. I don't know why that was so great.
Okay.
More. Stop chatting them. You're like a cheater.
I'm not cheating.
I'm gonna tell them how many last anti-mage has.
No, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat.
D does. Hey guys. I'm gonna spoil a gang. Dire? You spelled dire completely wrong.
And the gyrocopter disconnects. Why did he disconnect? Okay, he's back. Yay! Woo! 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 I'm making a face with my stomach.
In order for them to hear our voices?
What?
Do we have to press the chat key in order for them to hear our voices?
Yeah, end game, but it doesn't matter. Technically, when you spectate, you're supposed to have it always on, but we're filthy liars, so.
So they can't.
Hello, spectators of one.
Whoops.
So we see the Queen of Pain picking up a big item that's really expensive and. So. Ugh. Let's look at the warding, because it's warding. So, one there, one there, one there, and where's the Radiant Wards? They're nowhere!
Noobs. Wait, here's one. That ward. That ward right there. You see, it gives you vision here, it gives you vision going there, vision everywhere. There's just so much vision. So much vision. Are you copying what my mouse is doing? Because, like, wow. Look at all that vision, guys. This ward is letting them see this team fight up here. Without that ward, they wouldn't know. This ward is letting them see this.
This ward is giving this much vision.
This ward.
I return. I've been here the whole time, but I've been drinking, and I didn't want to hear that.
You can see.
Alcoholic.
Okay, no.
Gulp noises make.
You can see their courier.
So wait, can we talk to them?
This ward. You can see my wonderful art.
Nope, no. This is a friendly, family-friendly show. Sam.
I'm
Not
getting
gonna
myself
lie, it's a little
acquainted.
unfortunate that he DC'd in the middle of the battle. What kind of battle is this? You see this battle? It's just a dead man walking. Technically flying since it is
It's a
Visage.
battle with the familiar.
Okay, we're gonna jump right back into the action here as I'm gonna announce that Visage is gonna die. Less drinking. And
Let's drink.
Visage is dead. So we see.
Oh, what a surprise!
Will they gonna spot out the Benyamean here? This is the question. And they throw the Bane, but the Bane. Oh, he ults. Are we gonna see a dire reaction here? Or is this just gonna be 2 more heroes for special cooperations? We see the familiars coming out, holding off though, and they're gonna get killed out. What are they thinking? Oh, and they get stunned out. Still room for the dire to come, but right now all we see is the clockwork, and he's spotting out nothing, and even more reaction coming out from this Radiant side. They have no reservations about just standing in this dire jungle, except for this Tiny. He's gonna leave. He's gonna go somewhere. Where'd he go? He went home.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Bottom's getting attacked.
Bottom is getting attacked. That's
By
the
the
only
Bane.
thing that's gonna save this team. But still, they should have a gyrocopter. Uh-oh. Bane coming out.
Uh-oh.
He can catch him out. If he stuns him, why didn't he stun him?
What was that?
He had the
What was
nightmare.
that, Bane? Oh, my goodness.
Tiny
He
has
has
blink.
ult to
Tiny can
guarantee
throw
to
the
kill
centaur.
one
The
of
centaur
nightmares.
stunning. Oh, what a
Oh.
blink! And I feel like
I've seen
even if she
better.
got stunned there, she
I've
might have
done
been able to
better.
save her life because she still would have the blink, and they're not gonna see it. They don't expect the teleport. And let's take a moment again, because I love taking moments, to notice the anti-mage is farming their jungle because he's anti-mage, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Uh-oh.
He has a blink. He's not in any trouble
Yeah, he's
doing
fine.
that.
But if she threw the ult out, maybe. Would have to be quick, and you'd probably see it coming.
Yeah.
And anti-mage resting on 2100 gold. Probably looking at something.
I also noticed that the Radiant has the dire jungle warded, so I think anti-mage is safe.
Butterfly immediately? That's interesting.
Shaking my head. Shaking my head.
I'm just wondering why he's going butterfly
No Manta
rather
style
than
or
Manta.
anything?
Maybe
Yeah.
he feels like he has more time or something, and
Maybe
wants to be an
feels
independent
like
woman.
Since he already has the Manta arcs, or the arcs of Manta, he doesn't
Perhaps he
need Manta
feels like he
style.
wants to switch to agility treads for more damage. Because he just did that. He switched from strength to agility as soon as he got that evasion.
Dire heroes taking another
Also,
tower.
that
I
evasion
feel
will
like
help him farm a bit without lifesteal.
if SwaggerFiend were gonna win this game, they would have already done it by now.
Yeah, me too.
And I also feel like their mid, they banned out the Shadow Fiend, and I feel like they should have gone with the SwaggerFiend because they needed that extra carry aspect because the gyrocopter against an anti-mage, and what this Tiny is going, he's not going this Tiny carry build like we thought he would because of that's so popular in the pub right now, and this is not the greatest meta, but he's gonna go with this regular. So
He just burned everyone.
no, well when I
He
see
said no.
anti-mage get a null talisman of evasion instead of Manta style, I start burning things.
See, whenever, it surprises me that Tiny actually got phase boots instead of mana boots, because he has mana problems. Like, really bad mana problems.
Well, yes, but
But
you also
if
have to
he's
keep in
got-
mind that this Bane, no, he
Yeah.
doesn't have it either.
He did get a point booster though, so that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
feels confident in the slow pace of this game, because it is only 16 to 10, which isn't that slow, but it's kind of slow for this game.
Mm-hmm.
And what we need to see right now is this gyrocopter is picking up his BKB, but he has to hurry. He needs his support stacking Ancients instead of goofing around in this dire jungle, because they need it, and they need it now.
Has his BKB.
He has his BKB, but he needs to get his items. Like, you have to get that BKB and that Satanic up so you can start getting these rapiers up so you can start doing damage to the anti-mage. And once again,
7 in a row.
it's just over for Clockwork. You see him and it's pretty much done, and they're getting so annoyed by the fact that the Centaur is wicked sickened. Looking towards, he gets the broadsword, so I don't know what
Poor Clockwork.
that's gonna go towards. Probably a blade mail.
I just wanted everyone to take a moment to appreciate Zimti's plunder of the high seas.
Dire's
Huh?
bottom tower is under attack.
I'm looking at his profile.
Oh, filth. It's happening again. It's happening again, guys.
Dire's top tower
Wow.
is under attack.
Yeah.
And the BKB from Gyrocopter completely wastes Bane's ult.
Oh, what a shift from this puck, but he doesn't choose to blink out. So in that fight, we see 1 kill on the Venomancer coming out for the puck and the Bane is having a hard enough time as is. So I would say SwaggerFiend won that fight, because if they lost that fight, they'd probably be losing that tier 2 tower. And of all the people you could have lost, that was probably the worst. But Tiny picking up this Aghanims.
Actually, I'd say the worst they could have lost would have been Anti-Mage.
That's why I said not the worst.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
But Anti-Mage, what is he? What's going on here? Because I saw he had a bunch of gold, and now he's back to that Null Talisman and just nothing. So something's got to be on the courier, because I don't see anything in his stash. But I can't find the courier. Oh, here we are. He's got the Eagle Song. So 300 gold for this Anti-Mage until the battlefield comes up and they spot out this Visage. They're not going to throw the Centaur ult out. They don't have it for another 8 seconds. If they wish to use this... Oh! Okay, that was...
Ooh.
They're not going to be able to get him in time. And if they do...
Count.
Oh! And the Centaur War Runner! He's picking up a Blink Dagger too, so we have double Blink Daggers, and he is in trouble. He ults out, but he's probably still going to get stunned, and that's a waste of a big ult, because that ult is a great initiation. It's a sloppy one, and it's a good one to these pub fights, but it's not with like a clockwork or something, but still, it's a great escape, and it's a great initiation. And I want the world to tell me that this gyrocopter is not going for a rapier right now, because he just picked up a demon edge. So
Maybe Daedalus?
it's probably going to be something along the lines of a
possibly a
Daedalus
Monkey
or a
King?
Monkey King bar, but you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to try and do something crazy, but I'm saying if you don't have your satanic up, you better not go for a rapier. The circumstances have to be dire to get a rapier. This is second dire pun. Yeah.
This is the jokes with Lepidus. Cast. And they all stink.
It's the Petus.
And we see the Blotto on the stick bringing something of a value to the Centaur War Runner, probably his blade mail. And we see the Anti-Mage also getting the butterfly here, so the Anti-Mage with the butterfly flying around. We see the Queen of Pain, and is this dire team looking for the Roshan? No one seems to be even touching the Roshan yet this game. We see the Familiars kind of scouting it out. It's Tiny pushing some pressure again on this tier 2. And we see the Gyro farming like the Gyro does. He's got 133 last hits, but he's still not even up there with the Tiny and the Anti-Mage. We look at the gold graph.
Anti-Mage just dominating with 240
Oh!
in last hits.
And
Anti-Mage
the only
really
hope...
going into his first conflict here, he has pretty much stayed out for the most part, just to farm.
The only hope for the Radiant, for the Dire team, just
Dire's top tower
destroyed right there. See, now we got the
Dire's top
Centaur War
tower
Runner
is
even above the
falling.
Gyrocopter right now. Only hitting 8,000 net worth. Pretty sad in my opinion. Tiny working towards this Assault Couriers now. He's got this Hyperstone up. He's got 3 levels in Assault. And now we see the Tiny carry come out. He sold his Drum of Endurance.
Well, the drum does give him less attack speed than that Hyperstone by far.
Yes. But I love how he did this. He knows that with this drum he's going to get a lot more out of the Hyperstone immediately. Plus the movement speed. So, and we have this Orchid on this Queen of Pain. She's probably had that for a while, but I'm just now noticing. So.
Yeah, if she just got it, that's a bit late for an Orchid.
30 minutes in and...
I find it interesting how that Tiny just lets the Bane take his last hits there. Maybe to catch Bane up in net worth or something.
This Bane probably
'Cause
wants
Bane
something.
is-
Yeah, this Bane heading towards the secret shop now. He probably just wanted to pick up that last hit for the Arcane Boots. And that is what happened. So we see the Yules on the puck. So the Yules is going to be even more survivable now. Did I say the Yules is going to be even more survivable now? Okay, the puck is going to be even more survivable now. And this is what I don't understand. See this gyrocopter? He's literally standing in the middle lane. doing nothing.
Dire's bottom tower.
Dude, you have a teleport.
Yeah, he
You
should
can be there in
definitely be
5
farming.
seconds. Go.
And we see Bane stacking the Ancients for his carries, which is good.
That hasn't happened at
I
all.
was- yeah, I was a little surprised that that hadn't happened yet.
Like, it's a gyrocopter. He can take them down quickly. Stack them. But this Visage instead, he goes and he just farms up a Hood of Defiance. Not gonna help you much.
We see a pipe come out on Centaur Warrunner.
And Queen of Pain, Clockwork, Gyrocopter getting rendered even more useless because that's 400 damage they can all tank. And you can tell that this is getting worse and worse and worse. The gold graph for Special Quoperations now almost 20,000 in its favor, and working towards 25,000 in the experience rate. It's just getting out of hand. And they know it too, and they know they don't have to finish. Because this anti-mage getting really close to this Manta style now. So it didn't even matter that he went Butterfly first. I don't even get Butterfly
Yeah,
when I play anti-mage. I just go for the Abyssal because I've already got enough of the Manta style, in my opinion.
And we hit the 300 last hit mark on Anti-Mage.
Yep.
I've been following this guy all game, just watching his farm progressively. From the early game, I wouldn't have thought he would have done this well on farming. He was really struggling in that laning phase.
And I'm just calling it today. I said, you know, this Tiny's just gonna be able to do what he wants.
It's like, I'm gonna
Dire's
pop
middle
your
tower has
cows.
fallen.
Yeah, and then the anti-mage is gonna get enough, even if the gyrocopter did well, and the gyrocopter's not doing well. It's just they're just chipping away at everything they have, and gold graph. It was only in favor of SwaggerFiend once, and that was in the first blood, and since then, it's just been awful.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's even touched Roche. I don't know why. Come on.
I feel like SQ is lining up for a big push.
I feel like they're waiting for it. They're waiting for the moment.
And we see the Manta on Anti-Mage.
Gyrocopter selling an Iron Branch. Very interesting.
That attack speed.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's 35% evasion, so he's got 1480 health, and then the gyrocopter can miss. It is gonna take a miracle for SwaggerFiend to win right now. And
I'm surprised we haven't seen the GG call yet. I know typically they like to wait till like a Rax or something is down, but as far as farm goes, they pretty much lost it.
Dire's
and this
bottom
anti-mage
tower
thinks he can
has
solo this tower. We'll see if he can do it. He looks like he's not gonna be able to do it. He just gives up, and he just goes and
I
farms.
think the reason they haven't. I think the reason they haven't called
Mage is not
GG.
Look what he's gonna do to this
Because
Queen of
it's not-
Pain.
Dire's
He
bottom
doesn't
tower
even.
The reason they haven't called GG is probably because they still have all of their racks. It's 19 to 12, and they can't see the gold graph.
If they can see the gold graph right now, they just kill themselves because it just hit 2500 with that tower destroyed, and the experience has been 2500 for a couple minutes now.
And they're doing the Roche. I'm not sure if you guys said that already, but I just
No.
realized.
You get a scout out by the familiars, but ooh, a deny maybe? No.
They wouldn't be able to do
For a minute,
anything.
I was
The familiar's
expecting a
just gonna
deny
go ahead and
to
die.
Aegis.
Tiny will get a hit on it. Anti-mage might get a hit on it, and that from the blink. Yeah.
I'm surprised those familiars didn't even try to deny that Aegis, because it was on the ground for a good bit while those familiars were nearby.
This gyrocopter has been pinned down in his base for so long now. He doesn't want to go out because he know he might die. He's probably got teammates getting mad at him because he is not pushing or something. When I play gyrocopter,
He's
I-
been sitting there with just a Demon Edge for the longest time, too.
when I play gyrocopter, and this doesn't happen a lot, I get this Shadow Blade, and then from there you come a very... Oh! GG!
Oh, the
Will
GG
this go
call.
through?
GG's.
They just waited out. They didn't have
Yep.
to do anything. They just waited out. And the Ancient will blow up here. Queen of Plane blowing her ult.
And a convincing victory by SQ, with their hard carries way out farming them, out pushing them, and generally outplaying them.
And as we see the final scores here, we just... 629 gold from it on the anti-mage and 557 on tiny compared to 350 on the gold per minute, and even white magic Sam could beat that. So this is Lapidus.
Oh